There you are right there. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, what's up? So, check-in time. It is Thursday, which means there is one day left for you to get all that Google Classroom work done. That work, as you know, we discussed, the school wants all the work posted on Sunday, every assignment for the week due on Friday. And guess what? Tomorrow's Friday, guys. So, I've been checking the classroom. I'm going to give some shout outs to some people who've got it done. Some people got it all done. Congratulations. You get a free day tomorrow. You're good. But some people are still missing assignments. So let's talk about that. I got some things to talk about with you guys today. And of course, any questions you have, now's your time to ask. Remember, next week, I'm putting out for part of your assignments next week, I'm putting the question up to ask you what time is best for our little check-ins, our little office hours, our live stream, whatever you call it. Right now we're doing it at 12 noon because that's what you guys told me before. We used to have it earlier. You said, no, do it at noon. So I've been doing it at noon each day. And, we've had people joining, but I want more. So I'm wondering if a different time might be better. So there's going to be a question sent out as part of next week's assignment. It's like a survey. So let me know when you see that question next week, because coming up Sunday, all new assignments for next week are coming up. So make sure you do your assignments for this week, get them all done. Tomorrow is Friday, studying psychology. So, there's a little psychological principle about procrastination. We're going to talk about. Thomas is in the house. What's up, Thomas? So, little fun here. Guys, I have for you right here a map of Southern Africa. Can you tell me what each of these letters is? Southern Africa. Can you tell me what each of these letters are? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is actually part of my son's work. I'm supposed to be quizzing him. So let's quiz him. Let's see how he does. He's right here. What's up, Scotty? All right. Let's see how well he's been doing his schoolwork. I know you guys have your schoolwork you've been working on. Speaking of schoolwork, here's my daughter doing her schoolwork. Shekinah, doing her work. See that, kids? Doing her work. Getting it done. Shekinah, how's that going? It's going good. See, that's what you all need to be doing. That's what you all need to be doing. Your work. Ow. Of course, I had to wake her up to get it done. She might have slept till noon, but she's up working now. And I see a few of you guys are up. The rest of y'all are probably still sleeping. No good. Get that work done. So let's see if Scotty knows these things. Let's see if you know these. Do you know any of these? Southern Africa? Here we go. All right, Scotty, what is letter A? He says it's Nambia. Is it Nambia? Thomas said he just woke up. Is it Nambia, letter A? Do you see that? Did he get it right? Did he get it right? Okay. You got it right. What's letter B? Botswana. Did you get it right? Got it. All right. Did you guys know that? Did you guys get that right? Botswana. All right. Letter C.
South Africa.
South Africa. Let's see. Did he get it right? Yeah, he got it right. Okay, let's go. Are these like lakes right here?
No.
These like things? No? Those are countries?
Yes.
I thought these little letters represented lakes. They're actually countries. That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine being this country. Like your country's surrounded by another country. That's pretty crazy. Your country's surrounded by like another country. That's interesting. I want to learn the history of that. So, Scotty, what's letter D then?
Lesbo.
Wait, what is it?
Lesbo.
Lesbo?
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Swaziland. He's got it, guys. He's doing pretty good. He's got it. So, Thomas, you went to bed at 11 and you woke up at noon? Dude, that's like 13 hours of sleep, Thomas. Come on now. Scott, you got it right. Congratulations. Where are you? Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. So, Scotty,
Yeah?
come here real quick.
Okay.
Why are these countries, why are they like that? Like, this looks like this country was a part of this country.
I don't know why they're separated.
And then it's
Just
like
press
that.
memorize.
Was there like some sort of like big civil war, some sort of thing that happened? Figure it out, man. Let's go. I want to know. I want to know the answer to that. I want to know the answer to that. Can you look that up for me? It's part of your extra credit assignment that I'm not going to give you extra credit for.
Yeah.
Great. I want to know what happened. What's the name of that country?
Swaziland, Lesotho.
Which one's the small one called?
The small one is Lesotho.
How you spell it?
Lesotho.
All right. I'm going to look up what happened, guys, because I'm kind of curious. Aren't you guys curious about why that is? You don't know what happened? Lesotho, enclaved country. Why? I don't know. I'm trying to look this up, guys. I'm going to try to look it up. Anyways, because I know you're curious at home. All right, back to work. Back to work, sir. I know you're curious at home. Shkana, am I disturbing you? She's working hard. She's working hard. So I'm going to figure out why that country is like surrounded by a whole nother country. That's kind of weird, right? What? What happened? What?
Someone wrote in the back.
Someone wrote in the back?
Really
Let me see.
handwriting.
Someone wrote on her notebook on the back. Look at this handwriting, guys. Look at that. I bet you know who wrote that, right? We know whose handwriting that is. We know whose handwriting that is. Someone wrote on the back of her notebook. That's crazy. So, guys, how's it going so far? As you know, it is Thursday. So it's getting close to the deadline for this week's assignments. Let's give a shout out to those people who finished all their work. All right. So shout out to my man, Anthony. He's all done. Allison, you got one more assignment left. Get that done, sir. Get that done. One more. Brandon is done. Usually Brandon's with us, but Brandon is finished. Brian's almost done. Got like 2 more to go. Crystal, you got one more assignment to do. Almost done there. Elias looks like he is done. I think I left you a comment, Elias, on your assignment. There was something that you needed to fix. And you weren't the only person to do this, but so I noticed some people handed in some of the assignments. You didn't answer all the questions. So guys, make sure you're typing into the assignment all the questions. Hey, Jose, what's up? What's up? What's up? So make sure, you know, that you answer all the questions on those assignments, because some of them are blank. And they shouldn't be blank. They should all be answered. They're not that difficult. So that goes out to you, Elias, and some other people that did not fill in all the questions. Make sure you do that. Hershin, looks like you got 1 or 2 more to go. Almost done there, sir. Wong, 2 more left. Kevin, 1 more to go. Marco, a couple more. Almost done. So, guys, a lot of people almost done. A few people got a lot more to do. But Sal's got 1 more. Steven is done. Thomas, congratulations. You finished. You got a free day. So those are the people who are either all done or have like 1 more assignment left. The rest of y'all are missing either, it looks like 2 or 3 assignments from this week, which is quite a bit. You want to get right on to that because Friday's our due date. Assignments post on Sunday. Friday's the due date. So, guys, make sure you're getting that done. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. In the title of this stream, this is our office hours, our check-in. But in the title of the stream, I want to talk to you about procrastination. Procrastination. Okay? Now, procrastination, to procrastinate, means to put things off to the last second. And I know we're all guilty of that. Both grown-ups, kids, teenagers, parents, whatever. Everyone procrastinates at some point in their life, right? We procrastinate because we don't really feel like doing that work right now. We'd rather be doing something else, something that's more fun, something we like better. Maybe sleeping, as we heard Thomas just woke up a few moments ago. Catching up on some shut eye, getting that beauty rest, or maybe playing a game, maybe a video game, going and playing the old Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever you all play these days. Rather be playing those games instead of doing your schoolwork, right? Or whatever, doing something else, putting it off because now the assignments are all posted for the week. So you have all these assignments up and you're like, well, they're all there, but they're not due until, when are they due, guys? Who's going to write it? Who's going to write it first? So, due Friday, right? Yeah. Yeah, Jose said we all procrastinate. I know. We're all guilty of it. So, you get your assignments up and they're not due till Friday. So, here we are. Monday's gone. Yeah, you got, thank you, Tom. Welcome back, Tom. So, you got Monday. You got Tuesday. You got Wednesday. You got Thursday. We're on Thursday now. It's been 4 days. 4 days are gone. And you may be one of those people who still have not done all your work. 4 days gone. Where did the time go? See, before you know it, the time's gone. Tomorrow will be Friday. 5 days and the assignments are due. So you got to think, well, what did I do for those 5 days when I could have been working on my schoolwork? And maybe you didn't just put off your physics work. Maybe you put off your math work as well, or your English work. So now a week has gone by and you have all these assignments that are due. Why? Because of procrastination. There's this interesting principle. It comes from psychology. It's called Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law. Now, there's a good quote about this. Parkinson's Law. Let me see if I can find the quote here. I got pulled it up here. Because this is a fascinating principle. Parkinson's Law. It's about procrastination. It's about putting things off. So it was made by a person named Parkinson, right? So it was a British historian and author. I want to get the quote, though. The quote is kind of interesting. Where does it say? You read Parkinson's Law before? Shekinah, my daughter, told me she read it before. So Parkinson's Law. Here's the quote. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So if you're given a week, which you're given a week to complete your work, and let's say all my assignments at the most take you 2 or 2.5 hours, right? If you were to sit down and do all of my assignments in a row, let's say you just spent 1 day doing them all without a break. Let's say it would take you 2 hours or 2.5 hours to do them all, right? Just say that's how long it would take, right? What he's saying, what Parkinson said, is if you're given a week to do this work, and this work only should take 2.5 hours, because of the amount of procrastination, the amount of distraction, the amount of other things you'll be doing when you should be working on your physics work that should take you 2 hours to do, it will take you an entire week. It will take you an entire week to do. Why? Because we get distracted and we put it off and we do other things and we start the assignment and then we say, oh, I'll come back to it later. And then that later never comes because something comes up. All of a sudden, you got to run out and do something unexpected. Or all of a sudden, you said, I'll just take a break and I'll play a game for like 20 minutes. And next thing you know, you've been playing that game for 2 hours. Okay? Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law. How many people saw my elbow slip off the table right there? Hopefully no one. So Thomas says that's the only thing he does. The only thing he does is procrastinate. So we're all guilty of it. Parkinson's Law. The fact that if you're given, let's say you're given an assignment on Monday, right? You're all going to be given new assignments this week. You're given these assignments and you know they're due Friday. Guess what? Most likely, you guys are waiting. Monday's gone. Tuesday's gone. Wednesday's gone. Thursday, you're waiting until you know it's absolutely due. That last, oh my goodness, this is due at 5 o'clock on Friday. And then you're waiting until 4 o'clock to try to do it all. And we all know what happens then, guys. You're going to rush your work. It's not going to come out that good. Or you're going to have incomplete work because you didn't have enough time to finish it because you put it off to the last second. Or you just get so overwhelmed because now you have all these assignments that you had all week to do, but you put it off to the last second, that you get so overwhelmed that you don't do it. And for some of you, that's something you do. It's almost like a behavior, a strategy almost you use as a way to get out of the work. You wait until the last second so that it becomes so overwhelming that you give yourself the excuse of, well, I can't possibly do this right now. Look how stressful it's making me feel. I just can't do it. And you use that as a way to get out of it. But the problem is that doesn't get you out of it, does it? Because those assignments are going to be graded whether you do them or not, right? Those assignments are expected by your teacher, by me and your other teachers. It's expected that you do them. And so that excuse of you feeling overwhelmed because you made the choice, now this is a choice you made, the choice to wait to the last second. So you kind of say, I can't do it. I'm too stressed, whatever. I'm not going to do it. And you try to turn your face and ignore it, pretend it doesn't exist, pretend those assignments weren't ever posted, pretend that they're not due. Well, guess what? You may feel a little bit better inside because you told yourself, oh my goodness, you see what's happening over here? This place is falling apart. You all hear that? Like I was saying, for you, convincing yourself it's too much, it's too overwhelming because you made a choice to wait to the last second. That was your choice, remember. Telling yourself that may make you feel better. But the problem is those assignments are still expected by your teacher to be done. Your teacher, like me, we gave you a full week, right? You get a whole week to do the work. See, before I was giving you assignment each day, you had a day to do it. No, school said do it differently. Give them everything and give them a week so they can organize their time how they need to. Some people might be able to have a day to do everything and then they need time off to do other things or whatever. So the school wanted you to have the ability to make that choice and that decision. I'm going to warn you, it takes responsibility now. You have to be responsible to organize your time because your teacher is not saying, do this today, do this now, it's due later. Nope. Now it's like, well, here's your assignments. You do them by Friday. Figure out how you're going to do that. And you have to figure that out because what happens is now we're on Thursday and a lot of people still have a lot of work to do. All right. As you guys know, I could see in class, Google Classroom, what is done and what's not done. And you could see it too. You know what you did and you know what you didn't do. Okay. So here we are, the 0 hour. We're on Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow work is due. So now some of you guys got to get down. You've been putting it off. You've been putting it off. You've been putting it off. Now you guys got to get to work. You guys got to get to work. You got to get it done. We're in the 0 hour. So I warned you guys before. With great power comes great responsibility. To quote Spider-Man. But I warned you guys before. I said, listen, this new way of doing it, the school wants it done this way. It's good because you got more control, but it's bad because you got more control. With great power comes great responsibility. So now you have to organize your time. I gave you some suggestions of how to do that in some of my other check-ins and live streams, previous videos. I'm going to give it to you again in case you missed them. But basically, 2 different ways to go about it. Actually, 3 ways. The third way is what some people are doing, and I'm going to warn you against that. We'll talk about that in a minute. We already talked about it. We'll go back. 2 ways. Number 1, choose a day for each subject. Monday for math. Why not? M&M, right? Do all your math assignments on Monday. Boom. Math is done. Nothing to worry about. Tuesday, ELA. Hey, that kind of rhymes too. Science. Physics. Human E, Wednesday. It almost rhymes. Is that Marco? It almost rhymes. Someone left a comment. Wednesday, Hubane, right? Hubane, Wednesday. Technically, my name's Hubane, but not Hubane. But I like Hubane. I kind of like that. So, Hubane on Wednesday. There you go. Boom. All your physics work done on Wednesday. So this is one way to do it. Each day, bang out a subject. Give yourself an hour or 2 hours of solid work time. No distractions. No distractions. Turn off your cell phone. Stay off the YouTube. Stay off the social media. Get it done. Get it done. Good morning, Bunka. Ah, look at that shark. Can we see your shark, please? Crazy. They did their schoolwork, or at least part of it. So around this time, guys, they did math and English. So they got to do the rest of their work. So now they get a break because it's almost lunchtime. They're going to be eating lunch. So you can see these kids coming up here running around right now because this is their break. So they do school in the morning. They get lunch, then they finish after that. So again, being responsible, scheduling that. Now they're younger. So we, as parents, give them this schedule. But you guys are older, being teenagers. Your parents most likely trust you and give you the responsibility to do your schedule. So I'm giving you some suggestions. I knew that was Marco, by the way. I'm starting to learn this. I'm giving you suggestions. Like I said, each day, do a subject. Monday, math. Spend a solid 2 hours on math, focus math time. Break it up. Do like an hour, take a break like they're doing, then come back for an hour. And then Tuesday, ELA. Wednesday, Hubane. Do your physics on Wednesday, whatever. Or you could do it different. You could do Monday physics because you just love physics and it's your favorite subject. You want to do it first, right? So boom. And then that's one way to do it. Or the other way, the second way to do it, instead of doing one subject per day, do a little bit of each subject every day. Maybe you cannot live without doing physics each day. So what you do is you spend like 30 minutes per subject, right? 30 minutes on math, set a timer, or just do an assignment because you have like 3-4 assignments for math or something. So just do one assignment a day, one for math. Spend like 30 minutes on math, one ELA assignment, read your chapter, whatever, and then one physics assignment. So you spend like 30 minutes on each. So you do like an hour and a half a day, hour and a half, 2 hours a day or something like that. I don't know. Split it up. So do a little bit of each subject each day. So every day when I look at Google Classroom, I'll see you got one of my assignments done. I see progress because right now I'm not seeing some students making progress. I see a lot of missing work. And so I want to warn you against the third way, which is the third way is what I see a lot of students doing. The third way, which is the Parkinson Law way, Parkinsons Law, procrastination. Put it off to the last second. Guys, you're going to get overwhelmed. You're not going to get it done. Or if you get it done, it's not going to be quality work. because you rushed it. And a lot of students are trying to do that. And I warned you guys. I said, look, the good thing is you can now organize your time. This is a beautiful thing about online learning. Guys, this is the future. In the future, probably when you guys are off going to college, or you're in a program training you for a career, if you choose not to go to college and you want to do some trade or something else, some other career, you're going to have to get training no matter what you choose, guys. And I'm telling you, whether it's college classes or some sort of training, it's going to be online. This is the future. So guys, what you're doing now is what you're going to be doing a lot more. This is the future. And who knows, public schools eventually, probably not before you guys graduate, but maybe in a few years, or maybe you'll see your children when you guys grow to be adults and have children. Your children will be doing everything through computers online, every single class online, just like you're doing now. This is the future. And it takes the ability for the person to be able to organize their time, to have a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan. There's a famous quote by one of them business manager guys or salesmen or something. I don't know. One of those people that say really cool quotes. People don't fail to plan. Wait, sorry, I'm messing up. People don't plan to fail. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. Boom. There you go. Just leave them with that. That's all they need. What do you think about that quote? Any opinion on friendship? Guys, I'm going to open this up to you. All right? But think about that quote. Yeah, that's hard. You guys are fun. Listen, think about that quote. People don't plan to fail. None of you planned to fail your classes. None of you plan to fail and not get your work done. But if you fail to plan, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have written down or in your phone a reminder set that I have to do 30 minutes of math at this time, 30 minutes of ELA, 30 minutes of physics, or if you don't have written down, I'm going to do an hour of physics today, then an hour of ELA tomorrow, whatever. If you don't have a plan, guys, you're going to end up like a lot of students right now who are missing all the work because they didn't have a plan. They just put it off. Parkinson Law. You have this much work and you have this much time to do it. Way more time than you need. What happens? You end up using all the time because you procrastinate. So you had this much time to do all the work. Now, look at this. Look at this, guys. You had this much time to do the work. Now you have this much time to do the work. How much time does it actually take to do the work? Let's say you have this much time, but for your classes, it really only takes, let's say you have 5 days, right? Let's say you have 5 days. Let's say you have a few hours each day where you can focus on schoolwork. Let's just say you have 2 hours of focused time, 5 days a week. Let's say you have 10 hours to do the work, but you don't use that time Monday. You don't use that time. And then right down to Thursday, you have this much time left. Now, let's say you get 2 hours of work for math, 2 hours of work for physics, 2 hours of work for ELA. We'll just count those 3 main classes. Let's say you have 6 hours. You had 10 hours to do 6 hours of work. We're now on Thursday. I know, it's like physics, all this math. Look, someone already, so I could see on how many people are on the live stream right now. Someone just left. They're like, whoa, this is math. This is crazy. I'm out. But this is interesting, guys. This is interesting. This is the Parkinson principle explained, right? I tell you guys this in physics. I'm like, listen, we learn concepts in physics. And you're like, why are we doing the math, the formula? The formulas are what prove. Yes, Thomas. Thank you, brother, for hanging out through the tough stuff. The formulas prove the concept. The math, the beauty of math is that it proves the concept. So, boom, 2 hours a day. You have 10 hours of work time. Probably have more, but let's just say 10 hours. Keep it simple. You only need 6 of those hours. 10 hours, you only need 6. Now we're on Thursday, which means you have 4 hours left. Uh-oh, what happened? Now you have to cram 6 hours of work into 4 hours of time. You tell me, is that going to work out? Obviously, you know, you're into the negatives now. See, I'm helping out your math teacher. You're into the negatives now. So, Parkinson principle, guys, I wanted to lay that on you because I see the procrastination. I'm checking my grade book every day. I'm grading. I'm giving feedback. I'm giving feedback to you guys, telling you guys, hey, you need to change this. You need to do this over. But I can't do that if you wait till the last second. Then it's too late. If you wait till Friday and I get all your work, that's it. I just got to put it in the grade book because it's due. But the benefit of doing it earlier is you could get feedback. You could switch things. I could give you some comment. You can ask questions. Like I had someone this morning ask me a question on assignment this morning. So I gave them my response to that. That was out to you, Brian. Thank you for that question on the assignment. I hope I helped you with that. So guys, there you go. Don't procrastinate. Come up with a plan. People don't plan to fail, but they fail to plan. So have a plan. Either I'm going to do a subject a day, or I'm going to spend where you wait to the last minute to do your work. Do not follow that plan. It's not going to work out. We're already on Thursday. It's basically the last minute now, guys. You got to get it done. So hopefully next week going forward, you all come up with a better plan. And I know some of you appreciate that. And that allows me to give you guys feedback. I know, Thomas, for some of your assignments, I did give you feedback and you went back and fixed it. So you could see the benefits of getting it done early. Now, speaking of assignments, my daughter Shekinah needs help on her assignments. So guys, you're here. I'm going to ask for your help. So in the comment section, in the chat section, not the comment section. This hasn't been posted. So technically there's no comments yet. So people who are watching it later will leave a comment, but that's too late now. For those who are live right now in the chat, my daughter needs help on her assignment. What's your assignment? What do you need?
Opinion on friendship.
An opinion on friendship. Like, what do you mean? She needs an opinion on friendship. So what do you mean? Just like what? Like define? Like we have to define what is friendship, or
No, it's like advice or what you think about it.
advice about friendship. Like if friendship's good. Like, I don't know. Like that question is kind of broad. Like, what do you mean?
Like,
Where are you? All right. So what do we need to do?
you give your advice on what you think about friendship
We give our advice on what we think about
or
friendship
experience.
or experiences. Okay. So any input on that question, guys? Your opinion on friendship. What do you think about friendship? So let me tell you my opinion on friendship, right? So you guys write down in the chat what you think. I'll tell my daughter Shekinah, will help her with her work, and maybe she can help you with your physics later, repay the favor. Friendship. What do I think about friendship? I think friendship is one of the most rarest and therefore beautiful things in this world. And I think you should put true friendship, like put a little true before the word friendship. I think true friendship is rare. And therefore, because it's so rare, it's very beautiful. If you think about rare things like a diamond, diamonds are rare. That's why there's so much money, right? Or gold or platinum. Why is gold and platinum so expensive? Because it's a rare metal. And therefore, things that are rare are very expensive. Or Beanie Babies. Let's use the Beanie Baby analogy. So people used to collect Beanie Babies. I know probably Marco used to collect colors. Why? Why is this little penguin Beanie Baby $1,000, and then this kitten Beanie Baby's like $2? And you still have one. She still has one. And it was all about how rare was it. Just like those of you who collect I don't know, Pokemon cards or whatever, stuff like that, right? I know with Pokemon cards, there's certain ones that are like rare. They're called like rare, and they're worth a lot of money because they're rare, which means there's not a lot of them. That's why I think about friendship too. True friendship is rare, and therefore is very beautiful. It's very valuable because think about it this way: Facebook. How many friends do you have on Facebook or whatever?
I don't.
You don't want good. You shouldn't have Facebook. What do you use though? Don't you use something weird stuff like that?
I use iMessage.
Don't you have other weird things or no?
No,
No.
other than TikTok, just iMessage and TikTok.
Does TikTok have friends on it or something like that?
I don't friend
Followers
people.
or whatever.
Followers, yeah, but I don't friend people.
Anyways, so guys, those of you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these social media stuff, right? You'll say, I have 1,000 friends. But if you were ever in a problem or situation, how many of those 1,000 friends could you really call and depend upon? I bet probably only less than 1%, right? Maybe like 10 of those people are people you could truly depend upon. So same thing with friendship. Are you writing this down? She's not even writing this down. No, you need to keep writing. Tell her you need to keep writing. Listen.
I wrote it right there.
No, keep writing. This is important. Listen, the Facebook thing. Go ahead, write this down. Pick some friends, but only like 10 of them are your true friends, or maybe less. So true friendship is very rare. If you find, write this down. You writing? You writing this down? See what I gotta do? If you find a true friend, that is more valuable than gold. Oh! Whew! I should be like one of those people that just like wear like the cloth robe and just talk like wisdom and people. Yeah, one of those. I should be a guru. More valuable than gold because I think true friends are more rare than gold. Write this down. Another thing just came. Write this down. Write this down. I think quotations. I think friendship, as defined by today's generation, I'm trying to figure out how to end this quote. It's going to be powerful. Friendship as defined by today's generation, I don't think is basically it's not true friendship. It's not true friendship. Put that down.
Because nobody makes an effort.
Put that down. That's good. That's good. You see that? It is not true friendship because nobody makes an effort. It's superficial. Write that word superficial. You know how to spell that? Me neither. Just try your best. Write that down. Brandon, what is going on, dude?
Wait,
You
did
are
you
late.
say
You missed everything, bro. You missed Brandon. You're gonna have to rewatch this later. We did some good stuff, huh?
You want me to say superficial
Yes.
after nobody makes an effort?
Yes. Just put like it's superficial. Brandon, you missed a lot. You're gonna have to rewatch it, man. We went through some good stuff. We talked about Parkinsons Law, the law of procrastination. That's some good stuff. You want to rewatch that later, Brandon, when I post this. And now we got on this whole. Oh, we also talked about South Africa a little bit at the beginning. That was kind of interesting. South Africa was kind of interesting. There's this country called Lesotho, and it's okay. You know, it happens. It happens. You got stuff going on, Brandon. But you missed some interesting stuff. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But Brandon, I know you like to research stuff. So here, I'm gonna write the country in the chat. Lesotho. There it is. So my question is, why is this country? Go ahead and look that up, Brandon. This country is surrounded by another country, like literally inside the middle of a whole nother country.
3 wheelbarrows.
Why is? Wait, what?
I did 3 wheelbarrows.
I didn't even know you were doing anything out there.
Yeah.
Wow. What inspired you? You just felt like crazy? I know. I didn't say you had to do it. Yeah, I wasn't even out there helping you.
I know.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, find out why that country is surrounded by another country, guys. Let me know. A link. You said there was a link. I didn't see it there, so maybe you could post in this link too, along with the answer to the question. Why is Lesotho surrounded? Maybe you guys could comment on that. Let me know in the comment section because I'm curious about that. Why is Lesotho like a country within a country? Something had to happen. Something crazy. Yeah. So did that help you?
Yeah.
So thank you for help, guys. Thanks for helping Shekinah with her work. Although I didn't see any comments, but you guys are supposed to chat about friendship. But I guess mine was so profound, you guys felt like you couldn't. Yes, thank you, Brandon. Landlocked kingdom. So why is it encircled by South Africa? That's my question. Why is it like in the middle of South Africa?
It's
That
probably
seems
like
crazy.
the other thing I read about. When I
What?
used to read those books, like someone tried to take over and like become like something big, and then they ended up just a war, and they only could take over a little tiny part.
Yeah, that's my theory. So she kind of has a theory that there was, like I said, like some sort of civil war. And so they became like their own little country. It's kind of crazy. It's like if a state in the United States all of a sudden decided to be their own country, like Texas. Texas is always trying to do stuff like that. Watch out for Texas. Anyways, yeah. So guys, this was a good live stream, Brandon. You missed some good stuff. We talked about South Africa a little bit because my son needed some help with his work. We talked about friendship because my daughter needed help with her work. And we talked about, for you guys, all right, so Brandon's doing some research for me. I think he's on Wikipedia or something, right? Doing some research. But I know I still don't like, whoa, Shaka Zulu. Hold on, guys. So something with Shaka Zulu, which is interesting. There's a movie out called Shaka Zulu. Oh, cool. So Brandon's looking up in a textbook right now this information. Yeah. So the history of the country goes back 40,000 years. And there was a chief, Moshu Shu, joined other tribes against the tribe associated with the reign of Shaka Zulu. So, yeah, it sounds like there's some civil strife, and they emerged as their own country. That's through here. Talked about friendship, which was interesting, especially these days with social media and friends. And one important thing, guys, that I hope you took away from today, besides our old little destination, guys, that's important because some of you guys have been procrastinating. Like I said, you got this much time to do your work for the week, and you guys are waiting until it's this much. So Brandon's still looking up information on that. But yeah. So yes, Brandon, thank you. You're one of the people I mentioned earlier. So Brandon, if you go back and rewatch this at the beginning, so now you're like, you're okay. You're done. You don't have more to do. That's nice, right? That's nice. So a lot of people done. A lot of people done the work, which is good. So guys, if you have a question, those of you who have not finished work, like I was telling Thomas earlier, if you do the work early, I could give you some feedback on it, which I did. I had some people do some work over. Nothing major, but some fine adjustments. So Brandon brings up a good point. So Brandon's like, hey, so as I was saying, if you do the work early, you could get feedback and you could make adjustments. But Brandon brings up one of the cons. Well, I finished all my work. Now I'm bored. Boredom. So I think in tomorrow's check-in, I'm going to make a note. Let's talk about boredom. So our next little live stream tomorrow, when we check in with each other, hopefully Brandon won't be late. Just kidding. I understand if people aren't making it, which, by the way, I told us next week, I'm going to post a poll question, a little survey question this time to do our live stream, because last time we all talked together, you guys wanted it at noon. I was having it earlier, and you guys said noon would be good. And some people wanted it at midnight, and I said, no way, I ain't going to happen. We settled on noon. But yeah, there's going to be a question next week's assignment. So we're going to take a survey and see if people want it earlier, stay the same, or a later time for the live stream. Trying to get even more people involved in these check-ins. Of course, as always, guys, if you didn't make the live stream and you're rewatching it, that's good. But if you have any questions, as always, I told you I already got Zoom or an email or a text message. And yeah, so I can help you when I see those messages. I'll get back to you as soon as I see them, guys. If you're waiting for me to get back to you, that just means I haven't seen the message yet. So don't worry, but I will get back to you as soon as I see them, okay? So this live stream, this office hours time is your time to interact with me, with each other. But of course, always feel free to drop me a line if you have a question. And I want to thank Brandon for giving us a little something to discuss tomorrow. Okay, let's discuss what's up with boredom, because Brandon brings up a good point. Hey, I did all my work early because you gave us all the assignments ahead of time. And I'm one of those people that I wanted to do it all at once instead of spacing it out. But now Brandon brings up the problem. Now I have nothing. I'm bored. What do I do? So we're going to talk a little bit about that and see if we have some suggestions, what you guys have done. So hopefully you guys will be here tomorrow at noon to chat with us about this problem of boredom. How are you overcoming it? How are you dealing with it? What solutions do you have? What can you help us figure out about that? Because we're all sort of, kind of locked in. We can't really go places. Places are closed down. And we're not supposed to be traveling around anyways. So how do we overcome boredom? So we're going to discuss that tomorrow. So definitely tune in tomorrow, 12 noon, so we could get your input into that. And those of you who have not finished your work, make sure you get on that and get it done. Tomorrow's the due date. All right. So if there's any last minute questions for the chat, we're going to close this session up. And I'll post it. So Brandon, you can rewatch it, or anyone can rewatch it. Like I said, there's some interesting things, especially about procrastination, because I can see it's a problem for some of you guys. So we got to solve that problem. All right. So as Brandon said, my only problem is boredom. So maybe not procrastination. He has the opposite problem. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow, guys. So on that note, again, if you have any further questions, anything, email me, text me, message me in Google Classroom. Otherwise, guys, we're going to wrap this up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon, and we'll talk about how the assignments are going. Tomorrow's the due date, so we'll see. We'll see if we can increase those numbers of people like Brandon and Thomas and others who I gave shout outs to at the beginning of the video that finished everything. Hopefully those numbers have a dramatic increase today. Hopefully they realize the downfall of Parkinson's Law and they get to work. And we'll see what's going on tomorrow. If there's any questions on any last minute questions for the assignments, and talk about Brandon's problem, and a problem probably for many people, boredom. All right, guys. So hopefully you're not too bored today. And if you are, well, just rewatch all my live streams. Highly entertaining. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But seriously, you could if you want. Anyways, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. See y'all tomorrow at noon. Peace.